Hello everyone, this is Miss Imat. For today's video, we will be focusing on the fourth part of lesson 5.1, identify functions. And this part will be about identifying functions using tables. Before we get started, make sure that you were able to watch the first three videos about lesson 5.1 because that will definitely help you in understanding this part of the lesson. So let's start. Let's have a quick revision first about the part 3 of this lesson, which was about determining functions given a mapping diagram. So what we have to do here is to determine if each mapping diagram is a function or not. The first thing that we have to do is to write the ordered pairs given the mapping diagram. We've done this a lot of times already, and I'm pretty sure you can do this on your own. Now, okay, so what are the ordered pairs for this mapping diagram? We have 1, -1, 2, -2, 2, -3, 3, -4, and 3, -5. Now we have to determine the x values, if they are repeated or not. So our x values are 1, 2, 2, 3, and 3. So here we see that 2 is used twice and 3 was also used 2 times. Because of this mapping diagram is, yep, that's correct, not a function. Alright, let's now go to number 2. The first thing that we have to do again is to write the ordered pairs. And that would be 1, 6, 2, 4, and 3, 5. Then let's determine our x values. The x values are 1, 2, and 3. Now, since all of the x values are different from each other, this is a function or not? Yep, this is a function. Okay. Now we can proceed to the main part of the lesson. Now the main part of the lesson is about identifying functions using tables. So tables can be used to represent relations and functions. We have learned this in part 2 of this lesson. To determine whether a relation shown in the table is a function, consider how the members of the input or x correspond to the members of the output y. Okay, let's have the first example. If you're given a table, actually it is very easy. You just have to focus on the input or the x values. So we just have to focus here. What are your x values? Your x values are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are these numbers all different from one another? Yes. So this one is definitely a function. You just have to look at the x values. That's it. Let's have the second example. So we have this. Again, you just have to focus on the x values. We have these x values. We have 1, 1, 3, and 3. And we can see here that not all the values of x are different. Because 1, it was used 2 times, and 3 is also used 2 times. And because of that, this is not a function. because some of the numbers in the x values are repeating. That is why it's not a function. Let's go to our next example, the third one. So we have this again. The same thing you have to do. Focus on the x values. Are these numbers different? -2, 2, -3, and 3. Yes, these numbers are all different from one another. So it means that this table is a function. Very easy, right? And for our last and final example, we have this table. These are your x values, 1, 2, 3, and 2. So we can see that we have 2 written 2 times. This means that this table is not a function. So now I hope you have your copybooks ready with you because we will be moving on to our class work. Alright, so we have here your classwork. Copy and answer the following in your copybook. You have to determine if each given table is a function or not a function. Again, this is Miss Imat, your teacher guide for today. Till the next video, happy learning!